Hello, welcome to today's episode of Let's Talk Invicta. I am Alex Fernandez. I'm joined by Greg William. How are you, Greg?
Hi Alex, I'm wonderful. How are you doing today?
I feel exotic. I feel colorful today. You know why? We promised the audience to bring a lot of different themes. And I know the summer's here. We have Mother's Day. We have Father's Day. You know, we have a lot of important things. Not even to mention that there are a lot of birthdays, a lot of special friends and family that you may have. And I'll tell you, today we have selected the best of the best. We have a lot of surprises from a color combination standpoint, from a limited edition standpoint. We have some very, as I can see here, very interesting bands, dials, movements. I think you're gonna be impressed, Greg. I think you and the audience are gonna be impressed. But you know what's impressive?
Yes, I know. Tell us. Everybody wants to know. Everybody wants to know.
Look, every episode I'm gonna tell you something, but what I'm gonna say today is that we have over 4,000 SKUs. Not a lot of watch brands in the world can say that, but Invicta can. So the magic 3 steps that we follow in every single episode is: number 1, you scan the QR code. Number 2, you simply click on the link on the video description. Or number 3, you go to invictastores.com and you click on Let's Talk Invicta. Now, what that's going to do is going to take you to the watches that we're presenting today.
Absolutely.
But it's also going to open your ability to surf the web and look at the other magic 4,000 SKUs or any other color combination that you may enjoy.
Absolutely.
Very simple.
One more thing, Alex. When you
Please.
go on the website, please, invictastore.com, subscribe to the newsletter if you want to get the best deal ever. But very important, subscribe to the SMS Invicta VIP list, and you will really receive daily the best deals ever. As Alex said, we have more than 4,000 watches available right now for you. So this is incredible. Go on invictastore.com, make you happy.
That's what we like to do. There are a couple things that are our mission, right? So it's make people happy. Number 2, we want to put a watch on everyone's wrist. We want to continue the evolution and Invicta domination. And again, let's get ready. I think I'm ready, Greg. Are you ready?
I am ready. Everybody is ready to join the Invicta watch family. So let's start with the first one, Alex.
Absolutely.
I can't wait to see.
All right. So as promised, we're going to bring some exotic colors. This is part of the Aviator collection.
Wow.
First released in 2021. Greg, what I really love about is that this is an overall 50 millimeter case. Again, high grade stainless steel. You have a very beautiful silicone band, and it's like a light blue. What I love is a combination of, again, I mentioned the band being light blue with a stainless steel case, but also you have a lot of blue features all over the case, the dial, and also your pushers and your crown. As I'm here turning the watch, you can see that beautiful light blue in combination with that green and blue all over this watch. On top of that, as standard and mentioned before, you do have your push crown. Okay, you do have this add-on feature of a match dial that it goes over to protect, again, your movement, but you also have the sub dials right at the 12 and right at the 6 p.m. Again, this also brings 100 meters of water resistance, and it is powered by a quartz BD51 movement by TMI, which gives you the day window. Again, a very special feature to have. 60 seconds right here in the sub dial at the 12 p.m. and you have the 60 minutes right here at the 6 p.m. Not to mention, you have the beautiful Invicta logo here in the 9 p.m. And if you look at the second hand, this is a chronograph that has your hours, minutes, and seconds. You're gonna see an airplane feature right there. I think it's something pretty cool, and that's what you're gonna find in a lot of the Aviator variations. Again, notice that there are a lot of colors going on here. You have the high polish, more of a blue tone here on the bezel. You have the light blue here on the band. You have light blue here going in the inner part here of your bezel, brighter surrounding your crystal, and then you have a lot of blue hands and blue detail in that match of this Aviator style. So when we talk about this watch, right, I am incredibly surprised that this comes at a price, Greg, of $55.93. I mean,
exactly.
This is totally incredible. I mean, this is only $5 a month if you use a firm, which is buy now,
pay later,
or any other payment method. But again, one more time, you have an incredible variation of different colors here. You have a fantastic dial tone with a mesh. You have a very unique bezel here featuring a different type of blue than what you find in your band. And again, this is a very silicone, very durable, very flexible band that will hug your wrist. One last feature I want to mention again is that beautiful airplane here in your second hand, as you see it moving right now. Again, why? This is part of the Aviator collection. Only a few left. Take advantage. This is a very unique color combination. Average Invicta collector has over 35 pieces. This could be your number 36. Or for those of you that are new to the Invicta world, this is a phenomenal timepiece. Again, for what you get here, for everything that is included in this package, $55. I'm telling you, you will not find anything of this caliber for that price. So what are your thoughts, Greg?
Well, Alex, this is incredible at this price, $55. This is fabulous.
Yep. And again, as I try it on, I want to state the fact again that this is a 50 mm watch. This is extremely flexible due to the silicone variation on the band. And as we get a close-up here, take a look at that. Greg, it feels fantastic. I can pretty sure that you're thinking that this is not a 50 mm. You're probably thinking this is something smaller.
Exactly. I really like because of the color, we really feel it's something like maybe 45, 48.
Yeah, no, this is a 50 mm.
I know.
Case size, but I know what you're thinking, right? 45, 48. And again, the case profile, the profile of this is about 15 millimeters. Keep in mind, an average Invicta case is about 18 millimeters. So it does give you a very beautiful depth. Look at that. Again, you have the beautiful
Look at
pushers.
the green. The green is wonderful on the side. Wow.
This is not gonna last after today's episode. $55. It's a steal. It's definitely probably one of the lowest price ever, really, that I've seen in this Aviator variation. But like anything in life, we must continue, Greg. So anything you want to educate the audience today while I get our next piece ready?
Absolutely, Alex. Let's remember one important thing. You can, if you want, get an extra protection for your watch. This is very important. When you go on the website, you add to the cart or directly at the checkout, you can add this protection. Let me show you how.
Please.
Here we go. Extend. What is Extend? For those who are following us for a couple of weeks now, I like to introduce Extend. This is an extra protection in case of damage, like you dropped some breaks, some cracks. You can have this warranty for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and you are protected. We are going to send you a brand new watch if something happens. It could happen to anybody. You are with a watch, boom, I don't know, against the door, against the table, it could happen to anybody. For an extra $7 in this example, it's a watch at $80 in my case. For $7 or $8 more, boom, I am protected for 1 year. If you want more, just click on the button and voila. This is very simple and you are protected. So peace of mind to get this warranty.
Yeah, so thank you for that, Greg. And again, when we talk about a fashion accessory, right, it's very important to always think about, having it protected. I know how much we care about, our investments, like anything in life. So thank you for that, Greg. But our next piece that I'm super excited about, Greg, thank you for showing it in the screen. This is a Reserve Hercules. For those of you that have seen this particular variation before, this is an iconic design. Again, let's talk about it together. So you're gonna find, like as promised, a lot of color. So right away you're looking at the different color variation. So this is a 53 millimeter case. Again, you're talking about a color combination of the stainless steel and that steel with that blue. You're gonna find this big blue chain going here through the bezel, again with the big markers in the bezel, and you're also going to find a lot of blue also not only within the band but within the case here in the back. So this has a lot of combinations all over the watch. When you look at this has a screw down crown and beautiful pushers here on the side. You have, I'm going to turn it to the side. Again, this comes with an inspiration of Hercules. For those of you that have seen the movies, and obviously I think everybody knows what Hercules is. So you see the chains. design. You also see the design all around the crown and the pushers, and you also see here the design on the side of the case, which is beautifully done. Again, excellent craftsmanship, and this is what you will expect out of also a reserve timepiece. For those of you that don't know, a reserve timepiece means highest quality and craftsmanship from the brand. This particular variation comes standard with the Flame Fusion crystal. It gives you the shock and scratch resistance. It comes with some very big markers here. You see this big markers here with again a background of a purple. You see the purple background that comes in the back of your subdials and your markers. So I love the way that they put that together. And then you see on the subdials, you see a lot of blue. Then you see sort of a gold trim towards the back and the purple. So you have, again, a stunning combination of a lot of colors put together. This particular timepiece is powered by Swiss engineering. It also comes with a Z60 Swiss Ronda movement. It gives you, going back to the subdials, it gives you 60 seconds here, the 2 p.m. You have your 30-minute counter at the 6 p.m. You have the days of the week, one of my favorite features, right here at the 10 p.m. And then you have a day window right here at the 4 p.m. between the 4 and the 5 p.m. indicating the day of the month. But just to summarize, this is a reserve Hercules. So you have that Herculean design, not only through the bezel here with this thick bold chain. You also have the chain designs through the band and the case, but also going back what I said earlier, you do have a beautiful case, again, with the Hercules design all over. The band is pretty intriguing as well, just because you have, again, blue stainless steel accents, you have yellow silicone, you have here purple. Let me show you again this side view. You have purple here, so you do have it like that blue, steel, purple, yellow combination all over the watch. This package here, when we talk about a bold, when we talk about a reserve Hercules, you may be thinking $500, but Greg, why don't we show the price for this watch?
Absolutely.
Because I think people are intrigued to see, but look at that. I really thought, $400, $500 watch. Well, we're taking it down all the way to $111 with 93 cents. Keep in mind, we are including the 30% off coupon that comes in our episode. And this is about $10 a month with a firm with buy now,
pay later.
You can use your favorite method of payment. We take every credit card. We also do Apple Pay, Amazon Pay, and again, only $111.93. I'm gonna go ahead and try it on to give one final look, but at the same time, one surprise that I didn't mention, and you're gonna see a lot of surprises. If we can get a close-up here, look at that. This is a limited edition puppy edition. So when you look at a puppy, it means that it's not only limited, it is very limited, which means they only made very few, and that's why you get all these different color combinations that you see here, right? We talked about, the blue, the purple, the yellow. We talked about, again, so many colors put together into one piece. We talked about the design from the side, the Hercules design. We talked about the case back. I always say that Invicta does a story in the front and the back. Again, very limited, so if you thought anything on the show was limited, then think again, act quickly, because for those of you that know the Invicta brand, just because it's available today, it may not be available tomorrow. So again, only $111, Greg. I think we're ready. Let's move on to the next one. But this is a phenomenal purchase and investment. $111 for a puppy edition. It's really insane.
Absolutely, Alex. This is fantastic to see how we can get this kind of deal today.
Hey, we promised to bring a lot of different variations into today's episode. Again, when you talk about a puppy, you're talking about extremely limited. Okay? And I will quiz you about that in future episodes, Greg.
Thank you, Alex. I'm waiting for this.
Okay, awesome. So what are we moving to our next showstopper? So the next one that we're going to talk about, let's go ahead and get a fantastic angle here. It's part of the S1 Rally, one of Greg's favorite collection, but we brought a lot of Diablo S1 Rally combinations. What we have here today is again an S1 Rally, 48 millimeter case size. Again, high grade stainless steel. You have a beautiful orange band with a lot of detail in the stitching. You also have a push crown and a mineral crystal. 100 meters of water resistance, and this comes standard with a tachymeter also that you're gonna find as an extra bonus here. This is powered by a quartz Z60 movement by Ronda. Okay, this is obviously Swiss engineering, and it gives you your 60 seconds at the 3 p.m. But look at the way that these soap dials are done here. It does give you the 30 minutes at the 6 p.m. and your date of the week at the 10 p.m. And last but not least, you have the day date window right here at the 4 p.m. So you have like 3 different wheels here. You have one here in the middle, you have another one here, you have another one, actually 4, and another one here. So this is the way that this Z60 movement is implemented. Now, one of the interesting features here, when you look at this beautiful orange and steel S1 Rally, is that this case has a little bit of a round look here on the right side and the left side, but also square. So it's like a hybrid from a design standpoint. And I want to turn it to the side so you can see this racing inspired build right here on the side of the watch. What do you think about that, Greg? So this is a very unique, look at that. So again, this has a lot of features. I love that orange dial, and I also love how it goes with the orange band. Again, look at all the stitching in that band. Fantastic.
It's superb. So
this entire package that we talked here, Swiss engineering, impeccable craftsmanship in the case. Again, all the features this movement gives you. You have the leather band. You can really dress it up with you can match this with your favorite going out shoes. You can throw a blazer with this. You can do so much with this. This is only $118.93 after applying that 30% off coupon. Again, let's talk about the magic 3 steps on how to be able to purchase this watch. Number 1, you scan the QR code that Greg has on the screen. Number 2, you click on the link on the video description. Or number 3, you go to invictastores.com and you click on Let's Talk Invicta. So let's give it one more look as I want to try on this beautiful leather band. If that's okay with you, Greg?
Absolutely, Alex. We're waiting for you to show us.
I'm fully ready. So look at this. Again, we talked about this is a 48 millimeter timepiece, and it feels fantastic. It's hugging my wrist. Again, you see all the detail. Again, you have your crown, your pushers. Look at the way that Z60 Swiss movement is putting that beautiful orange dial. Again, you have that beautiful stitching. Look at the top of the band. Again, fantastic hybrid of round and square look. Again, great dress up timepiece. And if you don't have something orange, this is something a must have for only $118.93. But Greg, I've been hearing a lot of clicks, a lot of feedback. What is it that we're hearing?
Listen, Alex, we only have 10 in stock.
Only 10?
Only 10.
Wow.
It's a small quantity. At this price, it was difficult to have more. So thank you for everybody for making some purchase today. This is we have great price, great products. So let's continue, Alex, with the next one.
Yeah, thank you for that. Well, this next one, I'll tell you, for those of you that have never seen a big timepiece before, we wanted to bring something different because we always say that Invicta has so much to offer, right? We have from like the smallest watch ever designed to like the biggest. So this one right here, we couldn't almost fit it on the screen. So this is a 60 millimeter Jason Taylor edition watch. For those of you that don't know Jason Taylor, he's a Hall of Famer from the Miami Dolphins. Again, phenomenal person, phenomenal athlete, and he has a collaboration with our brand for many, many years. This one in particular is a very unique, as I mentioned before, is that it is 60 millimeters. So this is something that if you're looking for a massive oversized timepiece, this is something for your collection. You have a high-grade stainless steel band here and case. You have your push crown, and you have your flame fusion crystal, which gives you the protection that you need with the shock and scratch resistance. Okay, you also have 100 meters of water resistance, and let's focus for a second in the way that the build out is done here. You have again a gigantic bezel here, very easy to read. Here in white, we see the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20 right in the bezel. You do have all those gold trims that are beautifully done. You can see the white and gold all through the bezel, and then you have your beautiful sub dials with the gold rings that you see here. And plus, you have the beautiful hands placed in your chronograph. Now, this does come with a trinite luminous material, and that will be a white tone, so this would illuminate white. And you see all those very big markers that you see there, your hands. If you go to the movie theaters, if you're in a dark place, it's going to give you the time very, very quickly. When you look at the engine that powers this, it is Swiss engineering, so this has a Z60 movement. It is going to give you very clearly your 60 seconds here at the 2 p.m., your big day here at the 4 p.m., your 30 minute at the 6 p.m., and the days of the week at the 10 p.m. You see all those complications in execution, beautifully done. And I do want to mention how interesting the dial is in this watch. If you see all the purple that matches your stainless steel band, is something to admire here as I'm looking at it next to me. The dial tone of this watch matches also some extra accents that you find in your band. And I know, Greg, we have joked around having a lot of purple in the show, but this is definitely a timepiece for the ages, for someone that has not tried a 60 millimeter timepiece from the brand. I'm gonna go ahead and try it on because we're thinking, you know, a lot of viewers today may be thinking, you know, what does that look like on a wrist, right? So give me just 1 second. I think I'm ready, Greg, so we can get a close-up and we can see how this fits on my wrist. Again, we're talking about 60 millimeters of size. We're talking about flame fusion crystal. We're talking about, again, a lot of features, but I wanted to show the audience 60 millimeters. Again, once you resize this stainless steel band, you're gonna get some weight out of it, but also you're gonna see how the curve in the case can also hug your wrist. You're looking at obviously this is a big watch. This is a 60 millimeter timepiece, and that tells you the craftsmanship and the innovation behind a brand that is not afraid to do amazing things. This all goes for $125.93. It is a Jason Taylor, Hall of Famer from the Miami Dolphins. You can pay as low as $11 a month with the firm, which is an amazing buy now,
pay later.
So, or you can use your favorite payment method. But I think we have to move on, but $125, 60 millimeter Jason Taylor. This is a very limited timepiece.
And we have only 10 in stock as well, like the previous one. So
yeah, a lot of the watches, because of the exotic color combinations, you're not gonna find many quantities available on a lot of these that we're bringing for today's episode. So if you like it, again, like I always say about Invicta, things are here today, but they may not be here tomorrow. And trust me, I've been here for over 10 years, and it is not a lie. It's a true statement, and that's why I'm so happy to bring this variety for you guys today. So, are you ready for the next one?
Let's continue, Alex. But before to continue, let's remember we have always many questions. How to pay it? So I want to say you can use any payment method you like: Amazon Pay, Affirm, PayPal, Apple Pay, Visa, Mastercard, American Express, and much more. We have everything for you ready. So just go on invictastore.com, select the watch you like. We have over 4,000 watches on the website. Of course, we have the special list of the day we have on this episode, but we have much more. So just go on invictastore.com and make you happy.
So Greg, thank you for that. When is the last time that you have seen a watch that has yellow, orange, purple, blue, all of the above into one watch?
Never.
Well, it's here today. So let's take a look at our second puppy of the day. But this is a very special puppy because this one is a Zeus Magnum variation. The reason we call it Magnum is because you have one watch here, one movement at the top, and you have another one right here at the bottom. So for those of you that are thinking of traveling, for those of you that have a business trip, or you just want to have something for fun that you can have dual time, this is the Zeus Magnum. It's the perfect timepiece for that. It is a 52 millimeter case. Again, you have the steel and purple, design here. You can see the crown and your pushers also come in purple. You see the outer layer here of your crystal. It's also in purple. You do have a very unique green and orange band. It does offer double stitching all throughout the band. As you can see here, it has that orange stitching and the blue band design. You do have a screw down crown here at the side that's going to give you a water resistance of 200 meters. And I want you to see the dial color combination. Look at the striking yellow sub dials. Look at the hour markers. Look at the numbers in yellow and the background with an orange. It's a very glowing dial, which is, again, it's a very unique execution for this particular watch. Powering this watch, again, we have a BD53 and a PC10 at the bottom, but let's focus on the top. What you see here in the sub dials is your 24 hours at the 3 p.m., your 60 seconds at the 6 p.m., and then you have your date window between 4 and 5, and your 60 minutes right at the 9 p.m. It is so easy to look at because of the yellow and the orange contrast. And again, another thing that's very unique about this watch is that you have a leather band. And one of the things about this band, and I want to turn it a little bit so you see here, it actually gets thicker, and then you have like a different layer. As you can see here, you do have like a double band, one holding your watch and the other one that wants to hug your wrist. So it's a pretty interesting design. And as we talked about the price, I'm going to go ahead and wear this on my wrist, but this one is only $132.90, which is only $12 a month if you decide to use a firm. But I gotta tell you, Greg, I just put this on my wrist, and when I talk about that double band feature, it's like hugging. So you can see here, it's hugging my wrist completely, and it's actually a lot more comfortable than what I thought it would be. You're talking about a 52 millimeter timepiece. Look at that, those three yellow sub dials with that orange glowing background. So easy to tell time. Again, dual time. You see there's one movement at the bottom, there's another one at the top. This is why it's called the Zeus Magnum. Look at the crown and the pushers. Again, you have a lot of color from purple to orange to yellow to green, and this is why this is a puppy edition. Look at this. So right in the case back, like I always say, you have a story in the back and the front of your watch. Look at that. You see that, Greg?
I do see.
It is a puppy, very limited edition, only $132.90.
Wow.
Genuine leather. Look at the stitching.
Awesome.
Amazing. What is the audience saying? I mean, we have so many exotic timepieces like this one.
Well, I see many comments right now. People are really excited about what we have today. This is very fresh, very unique, and I think the summer is going to be well with this kind of watches. So $132 for this one.
Yeah.
It's as low as $12 a month with Affirm. Buy now,
pay later.
Absolutely. Thank you, Alex. So make you happy. Go on invictastores.com and let's go.
You know what? A lot of you work very hard. Treat yourself. I know that we all have different occasions. We have birthdays. We have dinners. We have so many events to go to, and a lot of the times, we're missing just that right fashion accessory to match our outfits, and that's where Invicta comes into place, right?
Absolutely.
That affordable luxury. Again, Greg loves to say this, but over 4,000 SKUs. That is just absolutely crazy. It's amazing. It's insane. To have so many SKUs for you to just click and choose from, and we'll deliver it right to you. Unbelievable. So let's get ready for the next one. the next power Subaqua that we have ready for everybody today. So this is gonna be another puppy edition. Again, it's hard sometimes to find an episode, Greg. I think we did a good job in bringing this is our third puppy of the day.
Actually, yes.
So this one right away, you're gonna notice a lot of green, yellow, red, and gray. There are 4 colors that are gonna be very dominant in this particular execution. This is a Subaqua. Again, it's a powerhouse. It's a very big family historically for the brand. And this is a Noma 4. Right away, you can tell it's a 4 if you simply count on the bezel that you have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Rotating bezel, obviously, and you have the big diver scale with big numbers going all over it in that stainless steel look. When you look at the dial, you're gonna find green, you're gonna find a matched yellow cover, and then your sub dials are gonna have green, red, and black accents. Again, this particular variation is very good if you're thinking about, you know, diving or taking it for any aquatic sports or on your boat, your yacht. This gives you 500 meters of water resistance, and it does have a new light, very powerful luminous material that comes standard in this particular watch. This is powered by a fantastic 5050E Swiss movement. It's composed of 13 joules, okay? And what this brings you is right here, very simple, your 60 seconds at the 2 p.m. It does bring you a day window right here between 4 and 5 p.m. It does bring you your 10 hours at the 6 p.m., your 30-minute counter at the 9 p.m., and then you have a date window right here at the 12 p.m., which tells you from Sunday to Monday, every single day of the week. One additional extra feature is that the Subaquas feature a very unique crown. As you can see here on the side, you have very unique pushers and a crown protector here. If you're walking and you hit it against your jeans or a table, that will protect your crown, and it's a very important feature that comes standard in your Subaqua models, especially this Noma 4. With that being said, you have a fantastic timepiece, an iconic timepiece, a puppy limited edition for only $139.93. This is as low as $12 a month using a firm with a simple, like really under 2-3 minutes, we can get this transaction done, send this to your house or your favorite destination very quickly. And look at that, dress to impress.
Wow.
I want to go ahead and try it on. Again, $139.93, Greg.
This is awesome, Alex. How can we get this kind of deals? This is incredible.
Well, it's simply if you just go to invictastores.com and you click on Let's Talk Invicta, it's going to be very simple. But let's get a close-up on the back.
Of course.
Because I want everybody to appreciate, you know, the puppy. Look at that logo again. Very
this
limited.
Logo is wonderful.
Very limited. Look at that. You have the puppy. Wow. I know you love that, Greg.
This is splendid, to be honest.
Look at that.
I really like the green, the yellow. I really like this watch.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I mean, all the color combination that you find here. Look at the band, the green, the yellow. Look at the dial. Look at the markers. Again, that Swiss engineering that you have powering this watch. The crown design with the extra protector. I mean, this is just fantastic. Again, only $139.93. So
incredible.
Greg, do we have any buyers? Anybody live? Anybody?
We have.
I hear a lot of clicks. I know you guys can hear that sound, but Greg and I can hear it. So right now it's becoming a little powerful as we
Absolutely,
speak.
Alex. And I have, I have many screens in front of me, and I see the sales. This is incredible.
Absolutely.
This is incredible.
Absolutely. Well, let's get ready for our next. I think this one is a surprise. This was a last minute addition to what we wanted to showcase here today. So are you ready for that?
Absolutely, Alex. I'm ready for the last one of the day.
I do want to take a moment, Greg, if it's okay with you,
of course,
to first tell you that you need this next one in your life. And then second, I want to thank the audience for tuning in today. It means a lot to Greg and I. We're working very hard to get you the content. If you have any questions, any feedback, any additions that you would like to see, please let us know. There's a lot of ways in getting in touch with us. We have obviously our chat, our customer service. We have a lot of different ways, but we want to hear your feedback because, again, over 4,000 SKUs in one place. There's so much about the brand that we can bring forward to you.
Thank you for bringing this, Alex.
So,
Alex is right. All the watches you see today, on the next episodes, previous episodes, are really what you are looking for. We check with Alex the comments, your messages, and based on what you like, we try to get for you the best deals ever on the collection you like. So please tell us what you want to see on the next show, and we will make this happen for you.
Absolutely. So,
are we ready for the next one, Alex?
I am ready. I have it in front of me. Like I said, this was a last minute edition because this one is very hard to get our hands into. So here we have, so this is part of the Subaqua collection. Again, iconic family in the Invicta brand. But this one has a very special variation. What you guys are gonna see here is a hydroplating or aquaplating design. What this is going to give you is a very unique design. You're going to see here is like, think about a tattoo, right? You know, you've seen that one of your friends has a very unique tattoo. Well, this one's going to come, and later I'm going to get a closer shot so you guys can see, you know, the exotic variation here. Let me turn it a little bit sideways.
And I really like the touch, the feeling we have when we touch this watch. You know, it's like,
oh yeah, you feel that something is imprinted in the watch, and like I said, look at that. I just turned it all the way.
Like a second skin, huh?
Yes, so look at that, Greg. So you see, look at the design. Again, so cool. I mean, this talks a lot about the Invicta brand, the innovation, but it talks about how insane and amazing our designs are. But let's dive a little bit into the watch, right? So we talked about today's theme being a lot about colors, but we do have a lot of, again, besides the fact that this has the aqua plating, you know, there's a lot of colors put here together. But this is a 52 millimeter case. Again, we talked about the aqua plating. It has a screw down crown with a different variation of color here, like a steel color on the side. You see your beautiful pushers here. You do have around 46 stones of cubic zirconia here going through the outside of your crystal. So it's a very unique touch. Again, let me repeat that again. 46 stones placed carefully right here, right outside your crystal. And then you're gonna notice that there's a little bit of hydroplating or aquaplating here right outside your crystal as well. I mean, that is a pretty unique way to integrate that there. One thing that I really love, when you think it can only get better, Greg, this has, if you look at the markers, that's called hot pink. So it's a very interesting way to highlight all the markers on this watch with that hot pink integration there, which is very, very awesome to have in this watch. Now, we talked about the aqua plating, we talked about all the features that this has. This is powered by a BD53 quartz movement. It gives you a lot of features, starting with your 24 hours at the 3 p.m., your big day between the 4 and the 5, your 60 seconds at the 6 p.m., and then your 60 minutes at the 9 p.m. So again, you have a lot of action going on here. This is only $160.93, as low as $14 a month with buy now,
pay later, Alex. You know, I should
go.
get this watch absolutely to go for my next vacations. This summer in Paris, I will get this one.
This is definitely a must-have. You know, we're talking about summer, we're talking about Mother's Day, Father's Day, we're talking about vacation time. Again, I'm gonna try this on so we can get a little bit more detail in this watch. But take a look at this.
Wow.
Look at the design. Look at that. I'm trying to spin it as much as possible. Look at the 46 stones in the dial. Again, cubic zirconia in the dial. Look at those hands. Look at the hot pink markers. Look at the hot pink also surrounding the sub dials that we mentioned earlier. And then even in those sub dials, you find a lot of yellow accent. Look at that sweeping yellow hand, and then that big date. So again, you have the Subaqua. Again, this is Subaqua specialty model. So it means this particular band is one of the most comfortable bands created. And then you have that different aqua plating design, which is gonna allow you to have a watch that is very different in your collection.
Absolutely, Alex. And let me tell you something. Right now, we only have 15 in stock. 15. It's going fast. If you want to get this model, 160. This is incredible. Buy now,
pay later.
With a firm as low as $14 a month. Make you happy. This is fantastic. It is a fantastic deal, to be honest. So it's now or
never.
Absolutely. Thank you, Alex.
No problem. So again, look, I always say for a very long time, if you like something, get it. It may not be available again. This is now one of those brands that the same watch is always available. Why? Because obviously we design a watch almost every 2 days. We have a different variants of a watch. We have over 4,000 unique SKUs. Of course, we're not gonna have large quantities of everything. So again, if you have that special someone or a gift in mind, this variation, only $229.90, but 30% off coupon. So this final price will be $160.93.
Wow.
Fantastic overall package. Only $14 a month with buy now,
pay later, or you can pay with any payment method you like. Amazon Pay, PayPal, Apple Pay, Visa, MasterCard, American Express. You choose the payment method you like on invictastore.com and get this watch on time at your door.
You know what? Excellent. And I'm happy about how we're getting ready for the summer, Greg. We just brought 3 puppy edition watches in today's episode. We brought aqua plating. We brought a different leather band combination. We really did it. You know, we as promised, we brought some exotic flavors into today's episode. And I want to thank again to everybody that tuned in. Please, I warn you, Invicta is very addicting. It is affordable luxury. There's not a person that I know that doesn't have at least 5 Invictas, but if you start with 1, don't worry, you will have more.
Absolutely.
So anything you want to add, Greg?
Just go on invictastore.com. Don't forget to subscribe to the newsletter. Don't forget to subscribe to the SMS Invicta VIP list. This is very important if you want to receive incredible watches every day. Fantastic, Alex.
Yep.
I really like this watch.
I really like it. I'm switching wrist. Now I have it on my right wrist.
So get 2.
So I'm going to have to, absolutely. It's incredible.
Yeah, this is incredible. So I think it was the last one. I see on my list we don't have any more watch for today. So what do we do?
What do? We create more content.
Absolutely.
So, we're accelerating, we're getting ready for the next one. And it's always, I'm excited because there's so much to show the world. Again, don't forget to like, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your family, tell someone. This watch is going to be flying through our episodes and shows.
Absolutely,
and
Alex.
Again, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you, Alex. Now let's
Thank
go
you.
to work on the next episode. Let's go to negotiate the best deals ever.
Let's go.
For everybody. And I say to you and to everybody, have a great evening and see you next time.
Voila.
Thank you, Alex. Have a wonderful evening. Bye.